Hey, good afternoon. My name is Eric Lang.
And I'm Gary Overton, your area directors out in the Midwest in the great state of Kansas.
And welcome to our weekly series of 80 presentations to help drive sales at your hotel.
First thing we're gonna talk about is global sales. We want to cover a few things today with you in this short video. We've also, your AD has sent out to you a PowerPoint with some of the details about these programs, so please look for that. But we're going to talk about Lanyon a little bit because it's time, RFP season. We're going to talk about updating your information like on the GDS system and maybe even in the CRS a little bit. Talk about negotiated rates and how you can make sure that all of your room types are available, and some of the different resources within global sales to drive midweek business for you. And then finally we'll close it out with some of the resources and contacts available to you. So let's start with Lanyon.
Well, great, Gary. Get a lot of questions as far as how you get to Lanyon, how do you log on, what do you look for when you log into Lanyon? Could you walk us through that a little bit, please?
Yeah, so everybody should have a login account. So your basic user login is going to be your property code and the word choice. The password is going to be what you set once you build your profile in Lanyon. If you have problems with getting your login information, you could reach out to your AD or Global Sales, and we can get that reset and get into there. One kind of important thing, it works best in Internet Explorer or Firefox. Sometimes it can be a little finicky in Chrome.
Great, thank you. So once we log in, Gary, what should we look for?
Well, you want to look for this is the main page once you start looking at the RFPs that are coming in for you. And so in the center section, you'll see reminders of which accounts are coming through into your property's system. You'll also get email notifications once these come out to you. One of the important things for these RFPs, they're very time sensitive, so it's critically important that you make sure and look at when the due date is and complete the bid by then. What here is the participation. Once you click on one of these RFPs, it will give you the documents and tell you a little bit about that company and what their needs are, what they're looking for. It's very important to read the account documentation. If you still have questions about maybe what type of rate you should offer and so forth, that would be a good question to reach out for your area director and have them assist you, or even your choice revenue manager.
Gary, is there a guide somewhere on Choice Central that would walk me through Lanyon?
Yes, there's also two guides or two places you can go to help you with Lanyon. On Choice Central there's a navigation guide within there, but also on Choice University there are great training tools that walk you through how to use Lanyon.
Okay, great. So I've got some questions about global sales. Where can I access global sales information on Choice Central?
Well, great you ask, Eric. It's just very simple. If you go on Choice Central and if you look under the Marketing tab up above, you'll scroll down and you'll see Global Sales. If you click on that, that will give you resources of different things that are happening throughout the Global Sales Department and how to best maximize your hotel for things. But one of the things also on here that a lot of people don't know is your North American account list. That's available. If you click on that, that will actually show you the different accounts that the global sales departments are actively working on or tracking for your hotel. So this is a good list to have. You can get this for yourself. You can get this yourself and print it. But all the different companies that are out there are listed on the left-hand side, who the national salesperson is, global salesperson, and a little bit about each company. So when you're out there and you're in your market and you have some of these companies that you're working on, this would be a good list to see, are they part of our national accounts. Also, any questions regarding those, you can reach out to our corporate RFP at Choice Hotels, and there's the phone number.
What other resources are available on there to drive corporate weekday business?
Well, one of the things is you can come over here. One important thing I know as area directors, we want to make sure, and we see this once in a while, if I clicked over here on the corporate global sales customer, in here, one of the things you want to do is making sure that your rate plans are loaded correctly. So if you see the SCR is the basic rate plan for corporate, you have SPC, SMP, and SM15. So one of the things you would do is look in Rate Center, make sure you have those loaded, make sure they're set properly. Again, you would reach out to your area director to make sure that those tools are there, they're loaded, and they're available to use. That is probably the first starting point.
Okay, and I understand that there's some of those rate plans are available, and or I see those in Choice Advantage under my arrival list. Can you talk to me about that a little bit?
Yeah, one of the things you want to do, and it's important for you, to help drive your local corporate business, is really knowing who your customers are, what's coming in and out of the local area. Well, one of the easy ways is your front desk. Your front desk has a lot of resources that they have available, and one of them is your arrival list. They could look every day, and as they're pulling up their arrivals for that day, they'll be able to see under the rate codes which ones, the SPC, the SCR, some of those different codes, so that they can try to get some intel about those guests and what companies they're coming into. And those are great, great things. You could have a company of the month program. You can look at different in-house guest lists. So it's just important. Your front desk is a big, helpful tool in the selling process.
Is there a report that I can get that can show me the production of the SNP and SPC coming to my hotel?
Yeah, another very good way is also using this SPC SMP report that Eric mentioned. Now this report is one that you must request through your area director. It's not available right on Choice Central or Choice Advantage. This will show the production from your hotel for the different rate plans, SPC and SMP. It will help you get intel on what companies are coming, what agencies they're from, and what are their IATA numbers. And it'll give you production, and we can pull this for past years also, but that's available to you through the area director.
How about updating information in the GDS system? What should I do there?
Well, in the GDS system, or looking at your hotel, making sure that your hotel information or your displays are correct is critical. Not only when you're looking at Choice hotels.com, but also what do the travel agents see when they're looking through their GDS system. So a couple good tools what you can use. Well, one of the things you want to do is go into your resources and go to the data and channel management requests. That's where you'll find where you can change different things. But what we're going to look at today, two things. One, which we mentioned earlier, were the negotiated rates and making sure that all the room types were there. Many times we find that a property will load their company rates and they may only load, let's say, the non-smoking king room, and that's the only room available to the company. Well, once the non-smoking kings are just sold out of anywhere at the property, they'll not be available at all. That company cannot book. So it's important that you make sure that you have multiple room types available with in your inventory. So you would come over here and click into that portal, and you'll see right down here there's a negotiated rate section. Right there you can just click on add delete room types and then go right from there, and then you can add or delete. Most of the time hopefully we're adding room types in there. So that's how you would add a room type.
Okay, what about requesting information on my hotel description?
Yeah, one of the things, I mean, you look at your choicehotels.com site and you make sure all your information is correct. One of the things you should also do is request, we call it an HOD, which is a hotel description from the travel agents or through the GDS system. So what you should do is request that and get that report. It will be emailed to you from our data channel management department, so that you can look that over and see if there's any changes needed. So to find that report, you would go back into the eHelp service portal and you would click on number 4, the hotel descriptions. In there, under the hotel description, you'll see it says request your hotel description used by the GDS. That's the one that you want. So if you click on that, that will show the description, or that will show the page, the form that you fill out, and go ahead and submit that, and they will send you that description.
That's great. Good resource there. What about in Choice University? I understand that there's some more training available in there, and what should I go over?
In Choice University, what you want to do is go into the search field. You'll see that on the right-hand side. Typically on here you'll see it on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side, and click sales. Type in sales. That will give you some of the different resources out there that will help you in these endeavors with your sales effort. One of the things we mentioned earlier, your land union, your RFPs, that is available there to walk you through how to fill out RFPs, how to use Lanyon. So that's there. There's tools on how to do group business within the hotel markets. There's sales certifications for the sales folks. So there's many different programs in there, and it's a great resource, Eric, for them to use to do that.
Well, I appreciate that, Gary. That's a lot of great information. So just kind of in closing, what should you reach out to your area director for if you need assistance?
Well, go ahead, make sure, just as we spoke about, you want to talk to them about what are the different business opportunities in your area. Not only using some of the tools we just mentioned, but we have other tools, other reports, Hotelligence reports. We have different reports that can help us find what businesses in your local market. So please reach out for that. The other thing we can do is help when you need assistance with global sales and information on the market, or maybe one of the accounts. Well, like we mentioned, the national account list. If you need assistance with that, we can help you get in touch with the global sales to see if there's any production for you in your area. The SPC SMP production report, as we mentioned, that would be a good one to reach out to the AD to look at what kind of production's there at your property. Any assistance you need in Lanyon with maybe your rate strategy on certain RFPs. If you need help with that, reach out to your area director. Some of you may have a choice revenue manager that's assisting with that, and that's fine also. Please reach out. Finally, any of that content that we just spoke about, the GDS, CRS content, if you're struggling a little bit with that or what you should have in there, what it should look like, again, reach out to your area director.
Well, that's great. I appreciate all the information today, Gary.
Thank you for everybody for listening in on our video, and hopefully you learned a few things. And if you need anything, just please reach out to your area director. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.